Welcome back, everyone.
Hi. So I just checked the MAM, and we have a new recipe. We could do a computer that uses only 3 ingredients, or we can do beacons that make 20 at a time.
Well, beacons might be interesting because we want to do the bullet stuff. It requires beacons.
What are the beacons? Start another one.
Did any of you watch any Gamescom trailers yet? Question from chat.
Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast yesterday.
Anything cool? I didn't really follow it that well.
There's
a couple ones that looked all right.
I've lost track as to why does Gamescom matter?
Gamescom,
because there used to be E3, and then there was all these other things, and now there's what the hell is Gamescom?
It's in Europe.
Yeah, it always falls after E3, and I think it honestly exists because certain things were supposed to get announced at E3, and then they weren't quite ready yet, and they get pushed to Gamescom. I think it's its whole purpose.
I think you guys are thinking a bit too US-centric on this one. I think Europe is a really big market for gamers.
I think that E3 is worldwide, honestly. I don't think E3 is a US only viewed event.
Well, Gamescom isn't either, though.
Sure. I think of both of these events as like a global event, it's not centric to any country. No one owns it.
I would agree that like E3 typically used to be these like the big one. But in terms of Europe, Gamescom is the biggest thing. This is like a different event. I don't think like there has to be like a top dog. I think they're just both events. And like, if you want to like get into like the European game journalism media stuff attention, like Gamescom is like the place to be. Yeah.
I mean, you would know better about this. It always feels like the stuff that gets announced there is the stuff that wasn't quite ready for E3. There was a
they do both. Maybe not like for like on the big show floor stuff, but typically games will be at both places for like journalists and stuff. It's part of the thing that people go to. But like in terms of like big reveals and stuff, they might still show the same. They probably still show the trailers at both places. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, why not?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I just feel like all these things are pretty much outdated by the fact that we have this thing called YouTube now.
But Pekra, you're not like the new game reviewer.
No.
Right?
So it's basically just for people who like to talk to each other, to have a place to meet and talk about the game, and for the rest of us, we just go to YouTube anyway.
Well, yeah.
So to me, yeah. So the relevance for me has gone down significantly.
Sure. I mean, it's not like being there, but the event still has to take place for it to be on YouTube, right? I guess. I mean, sure. It's a bit. I guess it's dated. Like everything's dated technically. After a day.
Dated after... Well, yeah. I mean, that's how dates work, but I don't think that's what you meant.
No, but yeah.
No, but yeah. Gotcha.
Okay.
Completely clear.
No, but there's still like important events, and you need these events to happen. They're basically like a great vehicle for these games to get attention. Because I look forward to like when Gamescom happens or like E3 or whatever. Like, oh, there's some new stuff. It's the place to be to see new stuff. It's free, basically free marketing almost. Almost, not really.
Who's it free for?
Well, as a, like if you get your stuff in there, well, actually, like typically, like a lot of these, like Gamescom, like provides a big floor for like lots of indie games. But like Gamescom itself has like a huge pull for attention. So if you can get your stuff on there, then
Yeah, but it's not free to be in Gamescom. Like these booths and all this stuff, stage time, all this stuff that costs
Well,
money.
for some, I know for some indie games, they will provide some stuff.
Mhm.
Typically, you see that in most conventions, where like there's like an indie floor where like.
Well, I've known people that like at PAXs and stuff. That's not free either. That indie floor, that's not like, oh, you're an indie developer, come here and be part of this for no cost. You still have to pay for your booth and stuff.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. I don't know if it's completely free either, but at least like it's not as expensive as like the big floor where like you're next to Cyberpunk or something.
Well, sure, but that's also because you're getting a little tiny space.
Yeah, sure. But it's still, you're still there. Yeah. I thought that there was a Halo thing. And then there was a little video of like someone was in trouble, and then like the Halo people came, and then you hear the music, and the little piano that we all have been hearing for 20 years. So I guess, yeah.
Cool.
I don't really care about Halo, but yeah, I don't know if it's true whatever. What other cool games?
There's a game called Cult of the Lamb that looks pretty good.
That
It's
one.
kind of. Did you see that one?
I did see that one. That was it's kind of like a.
I strongly
Never really Binding of
advise you to
Isaac, but
harvest
sort of
this
that mixed
specimen.
with some base building a little bit.
It's got like the art from Don't Starve.
It's a bit happier.
It's happier than Don't Starve.
Wait, which game are you talking
'cause
about?
I feel like Don't Starve has got that look, sort of like Tim Burton look, where like everybody like looks like Cult of the Lambs. Sure, it's a dark game, but like the people look at least not all depressed in it all the time.
Well, I'm also talking about like the camera angle and the style of all the art.
Yeah.
Like not
Yeah.
just character creation, but like the other
It's
stuff
like,
too.
It's like 2D or like 2.5D sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Which game are you talking about?
Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb. I don't know that one.
Oh, should have watched Gamescom.
Well, you were talking about Don't Starve, and there was a game that was being compared to that called Wizard with a Gun. They were talking about that from Digital Revolver, so I thought that's what you were talking about.
This was also from Devolver.
Yep.
I think this is probably a game for you as well, Packrat. A little dark,
Probably.
but like I think you'd like it probably.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a. I think I could see any of us playing this one.
Yeah.
And obviously Milby has to play it.
Mobile will play it the most,
Yeah.
and I will probably play it the least.
I'm looking forward to that one. There's a game that looks very much like Pokemon. It's not Pokemon. It's an MMO. It's called like Doki V. Did you see that one?
I don't know.
Well, that one looks pretty good.
I'm not into Pokemon. I'm sorry.
I am not either. This is not a game I look forward to or care about, but it does look cool.
This one's cheaper. It's 2 pipe. It's beam. Only concrete anyway. Do we have a steel modular frame?
But other than that, I got nothing.
I was at Gamescom 2019 with Planet Zoo. That was really fun.
You looking forward to Jurassic again?
Yeah, actually.
Jurassic again?
Yeah. It's literally the same game.
Well, that first game I actually really enjoyed.
I did too.
That was actually but I even played it. I played it so much off camera too. Like I actually really enjoyed that game. Didn't do as well on stream because I think like it's the same experience for every streamer.
It is.
Also like
it's not a good stream game.
Bit sleeper game.
Yeah.
But I had a really good time. I really enjoy. I'm looking forward to that. All the people that I knew at Frontier are all gone though. They all went to Gorilla.
You should have a new contact, right? Delilah?
Yeah, but
Hey there,
you don't have that history.
No, she contacted me like a month or two ago about playing it, and I was like, yeah, totally excited, whatever. And then like I saw yesterday, tons of people put out first look videos, and I wasn't one of those people.
No.
But yeah, the
God,
what's her name? The one that we always worked with before her.
Bo.
Yeah.
What
Bo
I
would have made sure, right?
Yeah, Bo is also Dutch, so like, dude, like, all the cards were lined up for like having a good relationship with that, like a professional like industry relationship. So that was but yeah,
it's too bad.
it's really cool. But she works at Gorilla now, so if I ever want to play that one game with the girl and the robots, I think they only make one game. They made Killzone back in the day, I think, but yeah. What am I thinking?
What are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
Who could ever know? Really?
Be right back.
Okay. It's just weird. I find it hard to get excited about all the new games. I'm actually getting more excited about the games that I've already been playing than the new ones coming out.
You're getting more excited about like Don't Starve now than
Don't Starve's been having a lot of content. Don't just knock that one immediately.
I'm not knocking it.
You laughed when you said Don't Starve.
Okay, listen. Don't assume too much.
Don't listen.
I'm just.
Don't listen about Don't Starve.
I'm just asking questions, okay? Well, like, I mean, I get it, I guess, but that's also because you're biased because you've played it so much. Like new games.
The thing is I don't play that one as much as you would think. I just wish I could. Because
the game you're talking about?
Don't Starve again. Like I was saying, I'm not as excited about all the new games because I'm more excited about the new content coming out for the games that I do play.
Yeah, but that's also biased because you don't know the new games yet, and you've never played them yet. And you have lots of
I also don't have like any of the systems or a new computer or anything like that either. So
no, but like if
it's hard to be like looking forward to the games that I can't play.
No, but like not every new game is like Omega graphics either, at all. Right?
Yeah, like that LAN game we were talking about. There's nothing like that game's not like, oh, you gotta have a amazing computer to play this.
No. But you wouldn't have to play new games, you don't have to do that. But be sure to give it at least a chance, or at least a look. Because there could be some fun stuff for you.
More spiders in a cave. Let's just not go there.
Make concrete.
So you got a train coming around to pick me up yet?
No. You have legs, okay? I can't do everything for you, okay?
I'm just asking.
Sometimes little bird Packrat needs to learn how to spread his own wings, okay? And fly and make his way around the world. Mama Arkas.
Oh, I'm going around the world. That's not the problem. It's the getting home that's the problem.
Listen.
You can do it, Packrat.
Can't just.
Okay, every time I do it, I end up dying and having to do it like 3 corpse runs. So
But you can't. Okay, you can't just go on a super long journey, then reach some point, and then look back like, oh, I'm so far.
I need freaking recipes. I want recipes.
Okay, but like if you you can anticipate like if you walk further, you're gonna have to walk the same distance back, right? Like it's.
We were talking about it once. I was asking if there was an update.
Well, making trains, at least when I make trains, because I have to put on pillars and stuff because I'm annoying. But like, at least for me, it takes a long time to do that. And we don't have any heavy modular frames, and you need those for stations. And I'm working on that. I'm working on that now.
Come on.
Ooh, something they talked about on the podcast was the new Valheim update. Did you guys talk about Valheim on the podcast?
Yeah. There's a new update coming for it.
Yeah, Heart from Home.
Is there?
You haven't played it yet, right?
I have not played it yet, and I own it, but I haven't had a chance to actually look at it.
They're not very fast with that game, though. It's a long time to update.
Well,
I just don't think that's a very big team, right?
Well, hire more people.
Well, they didn't expect to explode the way they did when it it did.
Good news. You have a lot of money now. Hire more people.
It's not like, all right, you make that sound so easy.
Is it? I mean,
I don't know if it's that easy. I doubt it is, because you probably want quality help instead of just hire some dude off the streets. Like, hey, can you work on computers?
Hire good
I
people.
mean, without a hammer.
I mean, typically, if you pay more money for the job, you will get more qualified people. They have a lot of money, I assume, if they pay their cards well.
Right. That's how I felt about Phantasmophobia. It's like everyone kept going, well, it's just one man. It's like, okay, well, he just sold 1 million copies. It should not be just one man anymore.
Yeah, come on, like if you, because they just do a really good job. They can like reinvest a lot of that back into the company and get out more. It's pretty. Not just that, but also think of the future projects. If you're
I understand both views. It's just you can't expect somebody to have somebody hired like the day after or the week after. I can understand if they were working on getting a team now, and
like
that they're getting better. But a lot of people like expect it to be like instantaneous.
Yeah, but
How long has it been, Arkas?
Like, when did the game release? Like early this year, right? I think.
Oh.
I don't actually know. I haven't played it still.
Well, like someone in my chat, Gecko says, they totally lost all the hype around the game. Yeah, because you have to keep updating your stuff. You have to keep pushing stuff out.
That's one of the hardest things, right? Like it's either either you release the game too early and it's broken, like you do the early release thing because you need funds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's broken, and then you don't. People never come back to give the game a second chance. Like 7 Days to Die made that mistake. They released such broken mess that so many people played it once and are like, I don't ever want to play it again, even though like they've made improvements. But then they've also made the mistake. This actually, I should not use 7 Days to Die as an example because they're kind of a mess.
Well, funny about 7 Days to Die, I looked at their Steam charts. They actually have more players playing the game now than ever before.
But yeah, I'm not surprised because it took them all this time, but they've actually made a decent game. But there's still tons of people that are like won't give that game a shot because
they already tried it earlier and they don't want to now.
Yeah.
But I mean, with Valheim, they could have the same kind of story, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like
get there eventually.
You can't wait too long because like you have a hype meme. You have to make that.
Yeah, it's a hard balance, I imagine, because like. You gotta release something to get you some funds if you don't have it. You did that early access meme, as you would call it.
Well, I got another good example of that. This is a weird one. Okay, so I play this game called Vintage Story. And I love the game. It's basically what the game is irrelevant to the conversation. It's basically a TFC type clone, but so it's based off of the off of Terra Firma Craft, and that is what everyone who is playing the game right now. That's basically why they're playing, is because they like that type of game. But the actual game is going for like Eldritch, like storyline, which has nothing to do with the original mod. And every time they do an update, people are like, "Hey, I want like ties, and I want like better building stuff, and I want better this." And but when they're actually going to get around to adding all the stuff that they want to add, I'm hoping that all the people that were there for the building will stick around for like the other stuff, because I really like the direction they're going, but I want them to get in the unfamiliar direction so the people that are there are going to like decide if they want to stay, you know. So
Yeah.
I feel like this is a thing where they open up too early, but if the game changes so much at the end, are they going to lose a lot of people because it's a different game than what they started with?
The problem is
Right now it's a building game. It's a great building game, but right now that's what it is.
I mean, how many updates has Valheim gotten since it became popular? Maybe one? Actually, I don't know actually, but like they could do so much. It doesn't feel like it's a super hard game to like further develop. Like you can add like just cool loot and stuff, and or other new building parts, or like new boats or boat skins, or just just more. Like at that point, like it becomes like a management problem. Like yeah, but yeah, who knows? Like obviously, like none of us know the full story behind the studio. I think I assume. But...
I actually work there.
You do?
No, obviously not.
But sorry, you don't get updates because you keep playing that weird Digimon game. You gotta work, dude.
What Digimon game?
You had a weird Digimon game where like you were like in a computer, it was like a sort of like anime game.
Oh, the game that people paid for me to play.
I don't know. It looked really really weird.
That was Digimon Cyber Sleuth, I believe, is what you're talking about.
Yeah. Virtual game.
Yeah, the people that were into that game are very into that game.
Yeah. I just remember like anytime I saw you play it, it was just blue, the blue background all the time. It was just blue, right? The whole game was just blue.
Yeah, like when you're in the like computer world, yeah, everything's blue.
Like a sort of crappy Japanese version of Tron or something. I don't know.
It was an alright game. That's my extended hours, so I was paid to play it. But I enjoyed it.
That's good.
But we're out of time. Yet again.
Time already?
It is that time already. Hope you have enjoyed the video game. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.